Hi everyone. If you're a musician who uses sheet music at gigs and at home, you know how important it is to have easy to read sheet music while performing or practicing. Today, I want to show you how upgrading to the 13-inch iPad Pro has transformed my experience of reading and playing music in my professional work. Let's get into it. A little backstory. I've used the 9.7-inch first generation iPad Pro for years to read sheet music. While it got the job done, there were a few recurring issues that led me to explore an upgrade. As this iPad got older, about 5 years old, ForScore, the app that I use for sheet music, became slower and more sluggish on it. Scores took longer to load, and switching between pieces felt frustrating, especially during practice. Then there was the size. Loading dense scores like organ fugues of Pachelbel or busy works of Bach, especially for the organ and even piano, was tough. I found myself squinting and straining to read. Lastly, glare became a real issue even with a screen protector on this 9.7-inch iPad. Under various lighting conditions, it was difficult to see the music clearly if there was light shining down or outside, so I decided it was time for an upgrade. And after some research, I went with the 13-inch iPad Pro. And after months of using it, I can tell you it's a game changer. When choosing a digital device for reading sheet music, size is one of the biggest considerations. Many musicians ask, is an iPad big enough for sheet music? And the answer is that it depends on which model you're using. So let me show you why the 13-inch iPad is the best size for musicians. And yes, size makes a big difference. The 13-inch screen makes a world of difference when reading dense scores. And I don't know if you can see this, but an example of what I read. With the larger display, I no longer have to squint or strain, and that's been a huge relief during longer practice sessions and performance sessions. For legibility, at 13 inches, this display is nearly the same size as a standard printed sheet of music, reducing eye strain and making it easy to read complex passages. For page layout, unlike smaller iPads, like this one, the 13-inch version allows you to see full pages without excessive zooming or scrolling, keeping your focus on the music. Annotation space. If you mark up your scores like I do, the extra screen space makes it easier to add fingerings, performance notes, and reminders using an Apple Pencil. And the addition of the latest Apple Pencil model designed for the latest iPad has also helped marking on my scores become more legible versus the old finger-style writing that I did with the prior iPad. And next comes speed. The new iPad Pro comes with the latest M4 chip, and trust me, you can feel the difference. Scores load instantly, switching between pieces is seamless, and even uploading new scores feels effortless. And screen glare? Not anymore. I use the Ksleri matte glass screen protector, which has anti-glare and anti-fingerprint features. And using this iPad under all sorts of lighting, I've gotten clear, uninterrupted views of my sheet music. And it's still amazing to me how beneficial this glare-free experience is with this model of iPad with the screen protector compared to my prior iPad, which also had a protector, but it wasn't anywhere near as good as this anti-glare version. I'll leave a link for the screen protector that I use in the video description notes below. The program that I've used for many years to host sheet music on my iPad is called ForScore. There are others, but I think this one is the best, and other musicians I play with use it as well. And here's a few reasons why I think using an iPad with a sheet music program is a game changer if you haven't done this already. You have instant access to your library. I carry literally thousands of scores with me at all times, and there's no more heavy binders or scrambling to find the right piece. Set lists and bookmarks are built into ForScore, which is perfect for gigs, church services, and rehearsals. As an example, for my church music work, each week's liturgy has a particular theme that often calls for specific music selections. I have a set list for each liturgy, be it Gaudete Sunday in Advent, Laetare Sunday in Lent, or any other liturgical day. I just call up the set list and I'm good to go. Same thing if I'm playing with my rock band or if I'm playing with a jazz combo. I just bring up a master set list for those situations and I'm ready to play. Then you have hands-free page turns. With a Bluetooth pedal like the page flip or air turn, you can turn pages without lifting a finger. And this is especially useful for pianists who need both hands on the keyboard. Then you have an adjustable display. With the 13-inch iPad, you have your music displayed at a size that is easy to read. However, if I have a piece where it's helpful to have 2 pages showing at once, and if the printed music is not too dense, I can just flip the iPad to landscape mode, and then I get 2 pages at the same time. And if you need better contrast, you can switch to dark mode for low light performances. Next, let's talk about accessories. To get the most out of a 13-inch iPad for sheet music, here's a few must-have accessories, or at least helpful to have accessories. Let's start with the Apple Pencil. It's perfect for quick annotations and score markings. And this is something that I've just started to use when I purchased this version of the iPad, and it makes a big difference. Let me just say that. The next item is a Bluetooth page turner pedal. I use this one, which is the Page Flip Firefly. This is great for hands-free page turning. It makes performances much more seamless. I do have more to say about this device, but I'll probably save that for a future video. Then you have adjustable stands or mounts. I usually have music racks available on the instruments I play like this, so it's easy for me to prop up the iPad on pianos and organs wherever I'm playing. However, if you're playing on portable keyboards without a dedicated music rack, you'll want to look at a portable stand or adapter that's designed to accommodate the iPad. And then lastly, matte screen protectors. You want something that reduces glare under stage lights and provides a paper-like feel for writing. Again, the screen protector that I purchased for my new iPad, I'm super happy with. Whatever it is that I had on my older iPad just didn't help with glare. It just was not optimal. The difference between this and the screen protector I have on the new iPad is night and day. And there's probably even more accessories out there for musicians that make iPad usage for sheet music situations more practical, more ideal. If you have other things that you'd recommend, drop your thoughts and ideas in the comments for this video. I'd like to know, and then other people who come and visit the video can take a look at your suggestions as well. And finally, you might be wondering, are there any downsides? Here's a few things to consider. Battery life. The 13-inch iPad has solid battery life, but always keeping a charger handy for long sessions is a good idea. I still have my 9.7-inch iPad, which I occasionally use for web browsing, plus I use it to run Korg Module. That's a program that allows me to trigger sounds like pianos and organs and synths directly from the iPad via MIDI to my keyboard. I use that for one of the bands that I play with, and it's a sound source I've used exclusively for the last few years. Very easy peasy, and it's easier than lugging around outboard gear. Setup. As I use the new iPad only for sheet music reading, I generally have it in airplane mode, so that helps me out a lot with the battery life. I can get through multiple gigs on the weekend on a single charge. Then we have the initial cost. This iPad is an investment, but if you regularly buy sheet music, digital copies can actually save you money over time. And it's just practical to have everything available with you in one device. Are you ready to upgrade your music experience? Investing in the 13-inch iPad Pro has been one of the best recent investments that I've made as a musician. If you're interested, check out the link in the description to explore more about this iPad and the accessories I discussed, like the screen protector. Trust me, your practice and performances will thank you. If you've been on the fence about moving up to an iPad at all for sheet music, I would say don't hesitate. And if you have a smaller screen and are wondering, is it worth it to move up to a larger screen? Based on the experience I've had over the last few months using this, I just couldn't see going back. This has made a world of difference. I am extremely pleased with this decision. If you found the video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more content about music, gear, and performance tips. And also let me know in the comments, do you use an iPad for sheet music? What's your experience been like? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, happy music making. Bye.